Bullet casings litter the ground as gunfire rings out across Kunduz. The army and police are still in control of the city despite a heavy Taliban assault, part of the group's spring offensive launched on Friday.
The Taliban once again wanted to disrupt the peace and security in the Kunduz, but security forces have inflicted a lot of casualties on them. And we are assuring the great people of Kunduz that the Taliban can't do anything here.
The Ministry of Defence said special forces killed several Taliban and destroyed weapons in one of the group's headquarters. But the Taliban fought back through the night, forcing a major highway to close and taking police checkpoints inside the city. This police officer tells us that the Taliban were firing on them from this tree line. Injured police and soldiers filled wards in Kunduz hospital, most hurt when the Taliban attacked their checkpoints.
A mortar came and exploded, and it affected my eyes. I couldn't see anything. I shouted a lot and no one answered me or came to help me.
People living here reported heavy airstrikes before dawn broke on Saturday. Many closed their shops and started to flee the city.
A mortar hit that area. Until now, no one could move forward from here, security forces or civilians. The situation is very bad here.
In a statement, the Taliban says its spring offensive will target foreign occupying forces and it will fight until Afghanistan is cleared of American occupation. It also called on Afghan police and soldiers to defect to Taliban ranks. The Ministry of Defence responded by saying the Taliban is using propaganda to boost morale after a series of recent defeats. The United States is in a difficult position as it's engaged in talks with the Taliban in Qatar. The US envoy in charge of the talks, Zalmay Khalilzad, tweeted the spring offensive is reckless and will not advance peace efforts. People in Kunduz are often caught between a Taliban offensive and the military's response. Kunduz fell briefly to the Taliban in 2015, the only city to do so since 2001. In recent months, US and Afghan special forces have fought hard to hold the Taliban off here. A night raid ended with 2 American and 4 Afghan soldiers killed in March. The government is bracing for further Taliban pressure now that fighting season has begun. Charlotte Bellis, Al Jazeera, Kabul.